All right. I'm going to give you guys a story you never heard before. This is a banger. I haven't even talked about this on my podcast. This is a banger of a story. Let me see if I have the one prop that I can get. Yep.
Please be a sword.
Nope.
This video is brought to you by the comics that we make. Switchblade Shorties now appearing on the Cartoonist, Kayfabe, and Ed Piscor's social media every day. Hip Hop Family Tree, The Omnibus, Red Room, Crypto Killers, Antisocial Network, and Trigger Warnings, and X-Men Grand Design Trade Paperback. Street Angel, Princess of Poverty, Street Angel, Deadliest Girl Alive, True Crime Funnies, BW Zine, 1986 Zine, and Hulk Grand Design. And now back to the video.
Word.
Okay. Staber home video. Paul uh, Paul Burke, who talked us all in, who owned Staber. And this is part of Todd. Because Paul and Todd, look, Paul helps Todd start his toy company. Paul is the guy. Paul is, when I meet him, he goes, I've painted bridges in Pittsburgh. I painted the Steelers stadium. So he's from your neck of the woods. I know. Are you guys in Detroit, Pittsburgh?
No, we're in Pittsburgh, yeah.
Pittsburgh, yeah. So Paul comes out, tells me, Rob, I have a painting company, construction company. I'm going to do a production company. Well, we all get along really well. Paul likes me and Todd, but he likes Todd the most. They get along the most. They're again, you guys got to remember, I'm 6 or 7 years behind all of the Image guys. I am legit younger. Okay. Yeah. Not at their maturity level at this time. And Paul and Todd had really hit it on. And Todd was hyper competitive with Jim Lee. Don't think he wasn't. I got too many witnesses. Todd calls me and says, Paul Staber wants to call you. Paul Burke wants to call you. Got an inside tip. Old Jimmy's selling his X-Men #1 through Sotheby's. Is that something you'd be interested in? Paul wants to talk to you. I'll talk to him. Paul Burke? Paul, who talks like this. Rob, I got a friend at Sotheby's that says Jim Lee is putting his X-Men #1. The deadline is next week. You'd have to have the whole job in and sign the papers. Is that something you're interested in doing? Because feels like, wouldn't it be great to have your work in there too? I said, hot damn, yes it would. Here's where the story gets the best. And it was said to me through gritted teeth. And it was said to me by Mr. Jim Lee. But I told you we were out there for that Sotheby's auction, right? And Mark Silvestri was wooed by Todd during that weekend. And we all kind of went to a X-Men retreat and acted like we were interested, even though we're like, we're out of here. And Peter David's like, I'm going to talk the whole time, and they're going to let me. Because we're like, just keep talking, buddy. Keep talking. This is your time. This is your time to shine. Because we're like, I'm not doing anything more. And Jim's like, I'm not doing anything more. Well, I had to leave, and they hadn't gotten to my auction yet. And they hadn't gotten to Jim's either. And I got on the plane. My flight left around 6:00. So I get home at 10:00 at night. So this is the gritted teeth is Jim Lee. I'll get to that in a minute. I get home. You guys remember answering machines, right? Answering machines are the best. Okay. And you have 6 messages. Last message. Hey, Rob, Big Toddy, just wanted to call. The art sold for $50K. 50 $50K. Same as Jim X-Men sold $50K to the same bidder, bud. To the same bidder. Congrats, you split the baby. Talk soon. I said, hot damn. So when I talked to Jim about it, he's like, yeah, the same guy. He bought both issues. So the same guy owns X-Men 1, owns X-Force 2. I'm like, To this day, that bothers him so much because the presumption was he would have spent 100 on gyms, right? But so Todd, what a great question. I've never told that story. Todd McFarlane will 100% corroborate that, even if we freaking hated each other. Paul Burke will corroborate that. The Sotheby, like that is the funniest shit. I like, dude. I was a little pawn on the board sometimes.
Dude, that was Ross. That's Ross Perot shit, man. It's like we need to split up this Republican vote and get this other fella in there, man. Let's pump up Ross.
Todd really wanted our crossover to be in August against X-Men #1. It was the hardest I'd ever seen him go at Marvel. But Tom DeFalco goes, "We're not doing it. It's not. Our focus is X-Men #1." And that's why we siege X-Force 3, Todd's last issue, and X-Force 4 was bumped to Jim's second issue.
Kayfabers, like, follow, subscribe to the YouTube channel, hit the bell so that we can notify you when new videos are available. We're getting close to 100,000 subscribers. If you haven't done so, man, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Hit whatever extra buttons are required for you to get delivered these videos so that you could be one of the earliest people on Gen Pop to get your hands on the stuff that we're talking about. That'll mitigate the kayfabe effect to some extent, but if you want to get these videos before anybody else, you got to become a patron on our Patreon. The King Kayfabers get all the vids, and they are able to kick it with us in this live stream chat room as we record the week's videos, which provides a lot of extra value. Ultimately, though, the videos are brought to you by the books that we make. Jimmy, let the people know what you have.
I have the 1986 zine and the BW zine. These have been out of print for a while. I sent a reprint out. They should be back March 6th. They're going to be up for sale on my website. So if you missed them, they are coming back along with True Crime Funnies, my collection of nonfiction short stories. And I've actually finished drawing the second chapter in my George White story. And that is available right now on my Patreon. You can see the original art from that one. If you're not a member, you can see it as soon as you join. Street Angel, Deadly Squirrel Alive, and Princess of Poverty, both available in imprint from Image Comics. These are both self-contained. Read them in any order, and probably about 20 stories total of the homeless ninja on a skateboard. And Hulk Grand Design, Treasury Edition, sold out. Trade paperback, available for pre-orders now. So if you have not picked that up yet, do so now. Let Marvel know they need to keep these books in print.
The Switchblade Shorties daily strip has been going on for since January 1st. It's on all of my social media. It's on Webtoon. It's on the Kayfabe social media streams, man. So check out my latest comics project. I'm almost actually done drawing the first book. Hip Hop Family Tree Omnibus is out there. You can find it real cheap on Amazon right now. It's like $45 up there, which is crazy. This is the best book I've made to date. Contains all of my Hip Hop Family Tree works, plus 150 pages of extras. Scoop that thing up sooner than later. There are 3 flavors of Red Room trade paperbacks. The newest one, coming at the end of February, is called Crypto Killers. Each one contains 4 complete stories. You don't need one to enjoy the other. So if Crypto Killers is your entryway, no problem. And check it out. If you dig it, then go back and read some of the other stories. And then there is the X-Men Grand Design Trilogy, which contains all of my my X-Men Grand Design work. Some of that stuff is out of print. The books are absolutely the most important thing required to keep the channel going. But there are some other ways to support the channel. Jimmy, let the people know.
You can subscribe to the Cartoonist Kayfabe e-newsletter at the links below this video. You can also pick up Cartoonist Kayfabe t-shirts, merchandise, hats, mugs, stickers, and more at our spread shop. That link is also under this video.
There you have it, man. Numerous ways to keep the channel rocking. Give them those marching orders, Jimmy, and we'll be on our way.
Read more comics.